You are watching Blue Harvest Toys. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Tell them Lack Zivrak sent you.
Hello! Yes, we're going to look at the James Bond Corgi cars today. We're going to look at the list of the original vintage ones from 65 to the 80s. What I'm going to do is I will put all the vintage ones in this video, and if it does well, if you want, we can do the more modern ones, because when it went to China, we'll get into that anyway. So what we're going to start off with, I've got a list here of all the James Bond cars. Look at all these. All of them. It's up to 2016. Well, no, there's some that came after that. So by the time we get to that, hopefully, we will we'll have added to this. You can see the mostly are Citroen DB5s, which I've got quite a few of. But let's get back to the beginning, shall we? Where it all started. I have done the story of the DB5. This book is just full of every single one you can find. And I've done a video on looking through this. I've done a review video on the Aston Martin itself. But today I just want to list them. I'm just going to tell you when they came out, you know what I mean. But the first thing, we're going to start off with the Aston Martin DB5 Gold. For Goldfinger, came out in 65. Goldfinger came out in 63, 64 was it? So it came out actually the year after Goldfinger, more in line with Thunderball than Goldfinger. But let's have a look at it. I do have one. If I have one, I will show it. If not, I will go and show a picture of it. Now, the thing about this, I've talked about this before. It's so beautiful, but this is not a DB5. This is a DB4. They actually used the DB4, which has already come out. It is the same car. They retooled it. Obviously, they've retooled it with all the gadgets, but it is the same car. But they've tried to retool it with the curves and the fins and things like that. But yeah, you can tell it's the same car. Obviously, they've opened that up. There we go, DB4. They've opened that up and put all the good stuff in it. So it does say DB5. So it is meant to be the DB5. Obviously, that's what they used in the film. But obviously, we've got all the working features on it when it does work. It's an old one, this. I would like to get a boxed version, obviously, but they are very, very expensive. It does all work very nicely. And the wheels, the proper tyres, those are proper metal wheels, metal bottom. Not like they do now. So yeah, so that is the gold, very first. And why did they do it gold? The theory is that they made it silver, but it looked just like metal. It looked like base metal. It looked really cheap. So Goldfinger said, we'll make it gold. We'll make it gold. So that's what happened there. So next up, what do we have next? We have the gift set. Now, this is a gift set. Obviously, we've got the gold Aston Martin in there. They're all winners, these. They're all winners. So, yeah, just show you another picture of it. So they came in a box like that. Next up is the DB5 with the wing flat box, which is basically the same thing. This was the 261. This was the 261, and then they moved on to the 270. We'll have a look at that in a bit. I believe it's the best version of the DB5. Obviously, it's slightly bigger. You can see it's just slightly bigger, very, very slightly bigger. And whereas this didn't have rotating number plates, it just had the 3 working things. Just to say, I mean, the engineering that goes into that was just outstanding. This now, I'm not going to flick. I'm not going to flick the man out because he's in there. Obviously, you've still got the shield at the back, and I think it's slightly more metallic. But as you can see there, you have rotating number plates. If I can get that to rotate. So you've got rotating number plates at the front and the back. This one doesn't have any stickers on it, unfortunately. But the stickers actually came loose. I'll show you the box in a bit. So you got that extra working feature, plus tyre slashers. Tyre slashers. And it's silver. So yeah, they upped the game with that one, the 270. And what I was going to do is, there we go. What I was going to do is, Google Lens, look at that. That's good. That's the later. It later came in that box as well, which I've had that. And there's this is a 90s version. It's a reissue, is that one? But it did come with the envelope, and as did the original, the gold one. You got a badge, and obviously you got an extra bad guy. Just going to close it anyway, aren't you? But yeah, that. I've just got rid of that. I say, I remember that one. I remember a friend having that one, but I never had that version, and I always thought, did I dream that? And you'll see which version I got in a bit. But next up, we have the Toyota 2000 GT, which I don't have. Most of these will be repeated. Let's click on that one later on with the next video with the modern stuff, because they've re-released these so many times. So you'll probably see this again. Not in that the vintage. I don't understand how something vintage like that can look so good with the wheels and things like that, and then now they bring out absolute. You'll know when we get to the modern ones, the difference between the wheel. If you look at the wheels on that, let's see if we can have a closer look. Oh, look at that. So the wheels on that, all metal, all the rubber tires. Look at that, 429. I should do values as well, shouldn't I? Really, but that is something I've never had that one. That is something I've never had, and that is something I'm gonna go into. That is what the things I'm looking for at the moment. I've literally today bought a couple of things that I need for my collection, and I've put an offer in, so we can look at that at the end. I think and that's what we'll do at the end of this. We will look at what I bought and what I'm looking for. So that is obviously, I'm trying to get all the Corgi TV and film cars, but James Bond obviously is top of the list. And there's a couple of items that I really, really want. Well, there's 3 items and I've just got one. And the other one, hopefully, well, there's two. There is one that's worth a hell of a lot that I think there's one of on eBay, which is pretty much a holy grail at the moment. So, Crime Busters Gift Set Junior. So, we're going to go on to the Corgi Juniors now. Love the Corgi Juniors. I have it's actually a DB6. It does say so on the bottom. It says DB6. Still the James Bond DB6 Aston Martin. And that's 1979 as well, that one. And I know the man's not there and the roof's not on, but that still has the ejector seat in that tiny little thing. I want to get a Husky version. I want to get a good Corgi Juniors version. Husky is what Corgi Juniors turned into. So they're called Husky before the Corgi Juniors. But they had proper good rubber wheels, tyres and everything. Huskies. I'm not even showing it. Right. So I think this is a Crime Buster gift set. This is they did a later one. That's what I'm thinking of. But this is the early one, early. So we have, obviously, look at that. These are Huskies. It does say Corgi Juniors, but look at the tyres. That is a Husky. It's even got it's for the little missiles are for. I do have the Batmobile Husky. So there, look at that. How good is that? That is a DB6 as well. They actually did the Husky DB6. So yeah, that's the Man from U.N.C.L.E. And that actually shoots out. That's what the those are for. The missiles are for the. And I did have one of those as well. But we're not talking about Man from U.N.C.L.E. It's kind of in the same universe, isn't it? Man from U.N.C.L.E. and James Bond is actually in the same universe. So that is the Crime Buster. So what do we have next? I'd love that. The Alpine ski set. So there it is. These Corgi rockets. Yeah. So what we got is these. They're all James Bond cars. And these are really hard to find. Now I think they did a set of 6 cars. There's a couple more there. I think that's James Bond. I don't think that is. It does say James Bond on the thing, but I don't think they are. So yeah, I think there was a set of 6. Oh, there we go. That's probably the best picture to look at. Wow. I wonder how much that went for. Let's have a look. Gift set. £9,000. £9,000. But that is. That's the Alpine set, and then you got that as well. So if you've got those, you're a rich person. But the Alpine set, I think, it did have the bobsleighs. So look out if you find these bobsleighs. Some of them do say 007 on them, and I think that Beetle does say 007. I think they all say 007 on the bonnet or whatever. But yeah, you'd never think of a bobsleigh being a James Bond car, would you? But yeah, it's a James. It says there 007 wheels gift set. So that is. Yeah, it's one of the things that I am looking for. I know I will never afford it, but you know it's up there. It's up there. The Mercury Cougar there. So that was 1970. So this is like when I was born, 1970. So all these have come out before I was born. Believe it or not. Yeah, I know I'm that old. So the 270 came out again. Let's remove that. I don't wish I. So the 270 did come out. I say with that. I should have just shown this, shouldn't I? So it came out. That didn't come in a box. That's it. That's it. Just came in a bubble with flaps, and then it came in a box like that. These two types, of course, different boxes. So that came out in yellow box type A. That one came in 69 to 70 to 71. B came 70 71 with the whiz wheels. So that's probably the version that most people know. So when it kept the same box, but it changed. It didn't. It stopped having the tire slashes and everything like that. So that's that up until 83, I think. That was made until 83. Yeah. Right. So that's the 27. They did the 271 as well, though. So the Aston Martin, they did 261, a 270, and it should say 271 there, which is the bigger version. That's I know it's complicated. That's a 271, the bigger version, the big one, compared to the original. It's quite significantly larger. And they put so much more into the smaller cars than they did the bigger cars. Go figure. So that's that. The Moon Buggy. Moon Buggy's next. Moon. You probably remember this. You must remember this. There we go. Let's click on that one. So the Moon Buggy. I've never had it. Never had that one. Never really tickled me pickle. So I've never really wanted that. If I'm going to collect all the James Bond, I really need to collect it, don't I? But I probably just get it loose. You can probably pick it up. The thing with it though is that's always missing. That's missing. James Bond's always missing. That's always yellow or missing. Obviously, it's just all bits that'll come off. So there is that. Ford Mustang Mach-1. Now, I don't have it. It's on its way. I was trying to wait to do this video until I got it, but it doesn't have a box. It's just loose anyway. But that is from Diamonds Are Forever. So yeah, again, they've reissued it again. So there we go. It looks. I like these boxes. I have one of these boxes with the red dot wheels, and I'm going to do a Corgi. I'm going to do a Corgi video just on Corgi. So I'll tell you all about the red dot wheels and everything like that. I think I've told you about it. I think you can actually get the Aston Martin with the red dot wheels and the Batmobile. I've talked a lot about the Batmobile. So yeah, that is the Mustang, which I've never had. I think it's a pretty cool car. I'm contemplating getting a reproduction box because these go for about 150, 200 pounds. They are beautiful though. They are absolutely beautiful. That's not a good example. Neither is that. Mine's going to probably look like that, but there we go. It's again, it's one of those that probably went under the radar. It really doesn't scream James Bond, does it? Even though, you know, there we go. Anyway, that's probably the best one to look at. Oh, so that one sold for 140. But it's just such a nice car. And it just said James Bond there, Diamonds Are Forever. But it doesn't really, it's not bold, is it? You know. So next up, the Heroes carrying case. I mean, some of these I'm not actually sure myself. Let's have a look at this. Oh, that's nice. Oh. So it's Corgi Juniors again. I don't think that's the original, to be honest with you. What year are we talking here? 1970s. So we're looking at early 70s, aren't we? It's Diamonds of Forever, 70 72. So that's not the right one. Because that come out 77. No, they're all. Why that's got Roger Moore on? Because he never drove an Aston Martin. There's a fact for you. Fact. Well, there's the gifts. There's the no. There's a that's the type of thing, but I'm imagining that it's got just the James Bond cars. It's a Corgi Juniors, 1970s. It might be that one. It could be that one if there's not one later on, but that's just got things from later on. And this is saying 70, 72. So Spire Love Me, Moonraker 76 to 80, got the Stromberg helicopter. Junior on card. So we've got the helicopter, the Lotus, and I tell you what, it's just said the Lotus Esprit. I have. Let's move this now. I have the submarine version, but I have the car version. Now that doesn't say James Bond on it. That does not say James Bond. It just says Corgi Juniors Lotus Esprit. But it's obviously got the submarine windows. So it is that. I much prefer that. But that's the submarine version. So that is a James Bond car, even though it doesn't say so. It's got the same windows. And actually, the back, if you look, it's kind of melted to get rid of those. I don't know about the back. It's got rid of the thingamabobas at the back. Yeah, so that's those. Now, I don't have any junior Stromberg helicopters. I'll show those in a minute, but I do have a boxed Stromberg helicopter. I do have a boxed Lotus as well. So I've got a loose Lotus and a boxed Lotus. I love that box. I remember that box so much. I had the Stromberg. These James Bond cars are my first ever collection. But let's get back to this list. So we've got all the juniors. We've got the twin set. So the Aston Martin DB5 again came out the 271, which is that. The big version. The Stromberg helicopter, which I've just shown you, which I love. The DB5 Junior on card, which you just seen, with the Roger Moore, which I don't know why Roger Moore's on that. On small card, the Drax helicopter, Junior on card, and the Drax helicopter, which I've got. So again, these did fire the missiles. The Stromberg and the Drax helicopter did fire missiles, and I had so much play time with these, just forever and ever, just shooting missiles out of the helicopter and blowing out the car to blow the helicopter up. Yeah, obviously the Stromberg, not that one. But I learned a lot about helicopters by getting these. Obviously there was the Batcopter as well, which is a different. This is a Bell Jet Ranger. That's how nerdy I am. I think it don't actually say it on the bottom. This might actually be Looks like it could be a reissue, to be honest with you. I haven't really checked that. It could be a reissue, but it doesn't really matter. I would like to get the box, same as that. Oh, you see hear the missiles in there? They got some missiles in there. I'm not going to fire them, honest. Might have to play later though. So there's all that. There's all that good stuff. Then we have this is merchandise heaven. This is about the time that Star Wars coming out, toys were getting, movie merchandise was getting really heavy. I mean, this came out far before Star Wars, obviously, but once Star Wars came out and all the toys started being toyetic, 76 to 80, look at the difference. Look at the difference. So, right. Space Shuttle Junior on card. I don't have a Space Shuttle Junior. I've got a couple of Buck Rogers. And the Space Shuttle, the Moonraker Space Shuttle, which is here. I've got that. It is just the Space Shuttle with Moonraker livery and the lovely. It's complete with the satellite, which I'm going to put back in its loading bay, which they never used in Moonraker, but you know, and landing gear, so cool. Toys were so cool. I think this is the last time Corgi were doing anything good. If they did, bits with gadgets. I mean, the Lotus is up there with Aston Martin. It's not as good as Aston Martin. It doesn't go in this one. It does eventually. Obviously, like that. Then you press that, and it all pops open. And to fire the missiles, you press that back. And I've been looking into this actually. It's pretty nerdy. There are a few different. That is the early version trigger. There's a smaller version later on. I don't know. And the boxes are different as well. I've been looking really into it. The only thing with these is the wheels. Look at the wheels, the little axles, and just no. You'll probably find these without the wheels, and there we go. That never works anymore. That's why I'm keeping that as a display item for my shelf, and the box one is staying up there with my Corgi stuff. So I'm getting all these. I'm going to rearrange all that, so that should be all right. So what we got next? The James Bond gift set, which I think we showed, didn't we? Bear with me. Right. So there is Corgi gift set, which you get the Space Shuttle, the Aston, and the Lotus in, which can go for quite a lot of money now, £300-400, which it's nice, but it's the kind of thing you can get loose anyway. But it's just to have them all in that box, that would be absolutely fantastic. Now this is my. Oh, there we go. There's the 2-pack of the Lotus and the Stromberg. Plus, you got the Lotus. There we go. You got the Lotus. They did this with the Batmobile. They did this with the Buck Rogers Starfighter. They give you the big one and the little one together. Now these, look, £375. Now you can get that by itself for £70. I think I got mine for £40. It's damaged, but it's all there. And I said these different. There's so many different boxes for that as well. So can I go back on that one? So yeah, I'm sorry. I'll just distracted there. It's not. I've tried to. It's not good, is it? So they're on blister cards like this. I remember them like that. So well. There's the set. There's the gift set that I am looking for. I have just bought the Jaws van. I've been after the Jaws van for so long, and I made a good deal on the Jaws van. I've just bought that. But I would like this set because you get the Mercedes, you get a boat. You can see it there. You get the Lotus, you get the Stromberg helicopter, you get the Jaws van, and you can only get these in that set. They only come in that set. So getting that Jaws van is pretty cool. I would like to get that Mercedes and that boat, but if they're loose, nobody's going to put them up as James Bond, are they? But yeah, that is... let me just look at eBay, and I'll tell you how much that is going... £650 that is going for. £650 that is going for on eBay. Now, I wouldn't pay that much money. Now, there's only one. If I ever saw one at auction that was going... There we go. There's a picture of what you actually do get. So, if you ever see a Mercedes and a boat like that, get it. Or a Jaws van. Those two are easy to get. Absolutely easy to get. I still got a little Stromberg. I could do with a little Stromberg. But yeah, that is now one of my holy grails. Now, I did say I got a few, but we'll talk about that in a minute. So that was the James Bond gift set and the Crime Fighters Junior gift set. I think we showed that, didn't we? I think we showed that. But that is the what is that classed as? Spy Who Loved Me gift set. That is a Spy Who Loved Me gift set. Is that actually on there? Or is that classed as the James Bond gift set? Or is it Crime Fighters gift set? I don't think that's on there. I think that Crime Fighters gift set is something totally different. So it's something a lot of people don't know about. But I know about it and I want it. I want it. Alright. So I'm looking for that Crime Fighter gift set. Anyway. Yeah, that's what I've got in the box, Aston. Going through a lot of gift sets, right. So, next we're going to go to, for your eyes only, the Citroen 2CV. Which, there is an open box, passive view, closed box, Corgi Junior's closed box. Let's have a look at this. So I have the little box, the little Corgi Juniors with the opening doors. It's actually got opening doors, which is pretty cool. I remember taking, not this one. I have got the big version. So I took this to school, saying, "Oh look, new James Bond car," and they all laughed at me. I said, "It's not James Bond." Well, it is. I don't know if I can get it to work, but this is probably the last James Bond car that I had. No, there was a more modern one that had features, so I'm not gonna diss Corgi on that one. But you kind of had to run it along, run it backwards. You run it backwards, and the bonnet pops open. Kind of a cool feature that actually did happen in the movie. Not they watch it that much. So you click it down, and it don't work. Yeah, it don't work. Anyway, it pops open. So that's the Citroen. That's the Citroen. What we got next? I know this is a long video, I know. The Aston Martin DB5 Twin Pack. I think what that is, see, that's all the crime fighter stuff. So many, I mean, there were so many different boxes. So if I'm going to collect these, every single one, different coloured interior. I've actually seen one of those. So many different boxes, different coloured baddies as well. So many different boxes. There we go. There's another look at the gift set. There is the twin pack. Like you said, they showed with the Lotus, the big and the small. There's an Aston Martin with big and small. They did it with the Batmobile. So did it with the Buck Rogers. It's just a way of getting rid of them, and if you did collect them and kept them in box, well done. So that's the Aston Martin. There's 2CV Junior on card. So these came on card as well as in the little box. I know that's unusual for Corgi. I mean, that's the Matchbox, isn't it? I think that might be the only Corgi car that came in a box like that. I might be wrong. Metoy, Northampton, made in Great Britain. Was it the last car made in Great Britain? Was it the last James Bond Corgi car that was made in Britain? Dear me. Right, 2CV, Lotus Esprit Junior on card. Again, we've seen that. Octopussy set. Octopussy set. Yes, I've been alluding to this. Let's have a look at it. It's absolutely, I had this as a kid. It's absolutely fantastic. There's something that's missing as well, which I'll talk about at the end, that I do really want as well. So we'll have a look at that. I remember it coming on the card and me ripping it off, and it's just such a good little plaything. So you've got the Range Rover. See if we can get a loose version. We've got the Range Rover, the horse box, which it just looks like a horse. It's got a false horse. See if we can get a better. There's a loose version. So it's from Octopussy. It was actually in the film. I think Steed was driving that. So the little false horse goes up. The trailer goes down. The little plane comes out. That is just so good. I wish I still had it. I am looking for it. I might have to get it piece by piece. I did see it at the toy fair last week. I think it did say £55 on the tab, but it was in a £40 box. I would have paid £40 for it, but the horse's tail was broken off. Now I'm thinking I'd have to buy a new trailer. But I've been looking today. You can actually buy the horse to click back in for £2. So I could have got it for £42, which I'm quite gutted that I didn't get it. So next time I go to a toy fair, if it's still there, I'm going to get it. Thing is, I'm looking on eBay. We will look at the end of this, and we will look on eBay at what I'm actually buying and bought and looking for. So that's the Octopussy set, which is one of the things I am after. And I think that'll be it for today, because I think all these ones are all modern. We'll leave that one for today. And what we'll do, we'll go over to eBay, as I've promised. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it's like, I don't know, entertainment-wise, I don't know if it's educational. We're going to go. I can close those two down, so we're not slowing the thing down, because I need a new computer. I think I'm going to get a new computer in the new year. Right, I am actually. Right, here we go. I can add this now. Look at this. We can actually get some proper. I should have used this in the first place. There's the set for £650. There is that Lotus I showed you, pre-submarine Lotus. Somebody's selling one. That is, I think it's the same thing. It's the same thing. £150. There's the Jaws van. £35. There is the trailer. So I'm looking at trailers. That one's £10. I can get the trailer. I can get the horse for. There's no horse on that one. Whiz wheels. I don't know. I'll have to get that as well. There's a good Corgi Juniors Aston that I want to get. More horse boxes. There's one of the bobsleighs. £5. It's 007. Yeah, I would get that at £5 definitely. There's another Jaws van, which is £10. So if you want a Jaws van, £10. It's not in brilliant condition. I paid a bit more and got a good condition one. There is the. Let's have a look at that one. This is a different. It's a different set. It does have the Jaws van in it. That might be the one that we were looking for. So we have the Aston, the Lotus, but that is the Moonraker. That's a Moonraker gift set, isn't it? Because you've got the Drax helicopter, the Moonraker shuttle. Still got Jaws, because Jaws was in Spy Love Me, and there's supposed to be something there as well. Spy Love Me and Moonraker. So that's another extra set. There's all the bits that I could get. Look, the end of the horse, £2. You can actually buy the plane as well. I think I got my. There's the complete thing for £175, still on card. There's a job lot for 99p. The cake. So there we go, £2.90 for the horse's ass. They're caked in paint, but you strip them. I would like to get that for the Aston, just to get it, open it up. So there's a Range Rover by itself for £15. There's the complete thing. It's got the horse with the tail, but I think that one doesn't have the tow cable. So I'd have to buy that as well. So maybe it's better to get them separately. That's a reissue, because you're not gonna get that in gold originally. That was never in gold originally. That I know of. So that is a reissue. Now this is. Don't bid on it, because I want this, right? This is the one. Oh, this is the one with a broken tow bar. So you're gonna get. I've actually got two of those. I've got two of those little Lotuses. I've got two. So if I get another one, I'll give that away. I'd have to buy a new. I'm not paying 60. I'd probably pay. I don't know. Would I pay £65? When I could have got one for 40 and fixed it. Anyway, well, this is 4 days, so yeah, that's a while off. So yeah, like I've just been looking at James Bond stuff. Get rid of that. £15. Anybody wants? I mean that, yeah. I'd buy it just to put it in the collection. But there's so many things out there. So many. There we go. Look at that. James Bond. £75 on card. There's a bobsleigh for a fiver there. There's two of the tiny Aston Martins, but it's actually got the little guy in it. So if you can find that with the guy, good luck with you, because the guy in these big ones always gets lost, let alone the little guy. Ah, right. Now then, This is unofficially James Bond. It's not on that list, but I know I had this as a kid, and it is from Diamonds Are Forever, I believe. I think it's Diamonds Are Forever. I remember having this. I love this. I don't know why I ever got rid of it, but it is in the box. And the £73, no bids yet. It's going in 4 days. I'm going to bid on that definitely, because that. I mean, I'm saying the other thing is my Holy Grail. That you've said is my Holy Grail. Yes, because I never afford it. I can just about afford this. It's going to go for over £100. I know that, but I'm going to watch it. There is one cheaper. Don't get me wrong. There's a couple. There's not many. And if you found that car by itself, you wouldn't know. You'd think it had a sunroof, because that detaches. I don't know if it shows you. There we go. Yeah, we go. It's got like a sunroof. I remember it, and then that just fits onto it. It's pretty cool, and it is. I don't know, for some reason they didn't get the license. They made it as a James Bond car, but they couldn't get the license, I think, from the person that owns the aero car itself, because it's a real thing. It actually flies. The car actually flies. And I think they borrowed it for the film. And they never got the license for it. So that is one of the things. Look at that. That's probably me. No, it's not. I was never blonde. It doesn't say James Bond on any of it, but it's the same thing, same colour, everything. You go watch it. That is on James Bond. That is on Diamonds Are Forever. Was it Diamonds Are Forever, or was it Man with a Golden Gun? That area is a bit fuzzy for me. I like the early ones, and I like the middle Roger Moore ones. I need to watch them again. So yeah, that I won't mind it loose. I won't mind it loose. Let's see, because there is another one somewhere. There is another. There we go. 55. There's one at 55. Best offer. Not got a box, which I'm holding out for the boxed version. But if I can get that for 50, I'd be very happy. Very happy. I could die happy. Right, so what else did we see there? There's a carded Lotus. Certain things like that are pretty cool. There's the carded Moonraker. That's what I'm saying. The Corgi Juniors were usually on cards and not in boxes like that. It's just very unusual. A Majesty's Secret Service. Look, it does say 007 on the top, and it is James Bond, and it's at £14.50 at the moment. We will be going on to the more modern, because there's a lot of modern stuff. I might have to split it into 3 because there's that much. But yeah, go check it out. I'm looking now. Go check it out. I hope you enjoyed that. It was nearly an hour. I know. I'm very sorry about that. I'm going to have to cut it down, so it might get 45 minutes. But if you like Corgi as much as me, if you like James Bond, check it out. And I've got, and this does the Lotus Esprit as well. There's the thing about the Lotus in the back, which is pretty good. It's a good book, this. I'll put the link to this book in the description. You can still get this on Amazon. That's what I've got. And it does tell you about the different boxes. The hammer and sickle in the Zero. So I have. So it went from the instructions inside to instructions on the bottom. I have that one. I have that box. It's got the map at the back, which I remember having. I remember having that map at the back. But then there's another box which just says "Don't put it in water." Don't put it in water. But by that time it was too late. We're all putting me in the water, didn't we? I kind of think it was kind of common sense even back then. Well, how old was it? How old was I? I must have been about 8 or 9. It was just common sense, wasn't it? Yeah, like the box has changed over time, and yeah, I could go into like a really deep dive, but like I say, there's all the modern Astons. I mean, I could do another video just on the modern Astons. Look at them all. You know what I mean? But there's loads of books out there. Film and television star cars. It's not very good, but it's okay. It's got some nice pictures in. Again, it's got that gold. That's a reissue. If I can find that, I might put that on the in the description as well. I mean, there's loads of Corgi toys books out. I've got another one somewhere that I was reading. This has got all the Corgi cars in there that ever came out. Nice colour pictures as well. Even the Huskies and the Corgi Juniors, and so I don't think there's ever been, apart from that about the Aston and the Lotus. I don't think there's ever been a book out there that's gone just on the Corgi James Bond vintage. So if anybody wants to write a book from this video, you can feel free. Fill your boots. I might do it myself. I need to get, if the thing is, when you do books like that, you've got to have everyone to photograph, haven't you? Because you've got to be your own thing to photograph unless you borrow somebody's collection. So I nearly have everything. And I could actually do a book. Might be quite interesting. Anyway, if you enjoyed this, please do like. Please, that really helps. I don't get as many likes as I'd like. And please subscribe, because there'll be part 2 coming soon. And I'll be doing more about the history of Corgi and things like that. Let me know what you want. So I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. May the toys be with you always.
What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal?
Yes, we're here. This is going to be a very in-depth, not very in-depth, but, you know, we're going to look at the James Bond cars. We are, you know, with the thumbnail. So I'm going to cut all this out. I'm going to shut the fuck up, and we're going to get on with it. So we're looking at the James Bond. We're here to look at the James Bond Corgi list of what I'm going to do is, this is going to be maybe 2-3 parts. We're going to go for the vintage Corgi Star Wars. Fucking hell. No.